the new season of Young Justice is already confirmed to be exclusive to DC streaming service.
You mentioned that one was good, yeah?
Young Justice?
Yeah.
I haven't watched very much of it, but everybody who watched it has liked it.
Oh, I watched it. It was great.
It's great? Okay. I'm just skeptical because when it came out, I was still riding the Teen Titans Got Canceled Sorrow train, so I was like, no, fuck Young Justice. I don't want to be a part of it.
Years later, dude.
I know, I was still on the train.
How fucking long was that train?
I mean, honestly, I can see that definitely. That train was going, and
it was
going
a
hard.
long train. I wrote a letter, man. I wrote a letter to the company as part of the Save Teen Titans movement.
Did you really?
I did. I wrote and mailed in a letter to a network.
It's starting.
Good.
Oh, no, our 10.
That makes me a Teen Titans Season 6 founder.
Oh my fucking god. Gonna mail us so you gotta...
Where's your Robin Prime?
And he's just covered in masks.
Fuck.
Where's your Red X?
That's actually really good.
Where's your special Red X skin?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, my Jason Todd skin.
The enemy is
fuck. God damn it, not fuck. I'm actually like thinking about this now.
Red X is Jason Todd, we all know it.
Who the fuck is Jason Todd?
Jason Todd was one of
a long time.
Jason Todd was one of Batman's, I think was the, if not the original Robin, one of the original Robins.
Second.
Second Robin. He got really fucked over and now like prowls around time and space trying to kill Batman.
No, he doesn't. Not anymore. What are you talking about?
Talking about.
Wait. I mean, if you're saying not anymore, he did at some point, so you know what he's talking about.
No, like that was never the thing. It was like
he appears all over the Batman universe.
Make your mind.
Because they're always different universes. Bullshit.
Right. So he hops around the universes and timelines.
You're thinking about Superboy Prime.
I'm thinking about Jason Todd.
You're thinking about Deadpool.
I'm thinking about Sans, honestly.
Like Jason Todd has never had that ability. Jason Todd came back as Red Hood.
Right.
Which was a weird thing for Batman to deal with, because it's Batman's greatest failure is him
being
failing
evil.
to curb Jason's anger.
Sure.
Which is why the way he treats Damian is different.
I don't know who Damian is. I'm honestly not that up on Batman lore.
Cartoons or anything? Was Red Hood in any of the cartoons?
Oh, he was in a couple, but he's normally
he
in
was
like the Death of Red.
Fuck, not the Killing Joke, the other one. Fuck, he was
Death of Robin or something?
Yeah, he was in one of the Batman movies. One of the animated ones.
That's pretty much what they always stick him in?
Yeah, he was one of the main villains in that movie was Red Hood. He like bought out the criminal underbelly of Gotham.
Because he's been working in the shadows. Because Red Hood is like the original Joker fucking persona.
It might have been called Mask of the Red Hood. I just watched the CinemaSins for it. Let me check my YouTube history.
Hold on. I can explain the lore to you.
I know the lore. Give me a second. I just want to find the title. It's actually gonna bother me if I don't find the title. So just I guess keep me alive for a minute. Give me a second.
Oh my god.
I love you, Richard.
I kind of. Oh god.
Wasn't Justice League Dark.
Steven, this is what happened.
Under the Red Hood. It was Batman Under the Red Hood. That was the movie.
Batman Under the Red Hood. What happened?
Oh my god. Can I go, Grayson?
Yeah, fight
doing
me.
this? Okay. Jesus. Alright, so Dick Grayson goes up. He's kind of like, I kind of want to do my own thing because everyone just associates him with being a sidekick.
And Dick Grayson is the one that becomes Nightwing, right?
Yes, he is the first Robin. He's technically the most talented Robin.
Yeah, well, he's a Grayson, no wonder.
Oh my fucking god. There's your ego out of the shut
He's also a Richard.
Shit. Yeah, he's me going, well, he's a Richard.
Well, maybe you should have a little more faith in your own talent, Richard. Come on. You'd be a great Robin.
Oh my god. So he leaves, and Batman's like, if you need anything, come back, whatever. And then, so Batman finds Jason, whose parents... Well, he came from an abusive home.
Sure.
And then his last parent was murdered, and Batman was like, I'll take him in. But Jason had anger issues. He wanted revenge.
Okay.
He's very much like a less edgy Damian, but a more reckless Damian.
And which one was Damien?
Damien is his son. Is Batman's son.
Okay.
Talia al Ghul.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
he's all of Batman's talent and skill, except with all the super assassin training and no home training.
Gotcha.
So he's just a fucking asshole.
He's a weapon.
He's an asshole.
Or a tool, depending.
No, he tends to be an asshole with a shitty, if he has a shitty writer. Or he tends to be a kid trying to figure out how the world works. Like, how his dad does it. Like, there's a really good comic about Batman putting him at the farthest point from the Batcave and telling him to get home within 6 hours. And he's like, oh, it once took Nightwing 7.5 or something.
All I really want now, Richard, is to have Damien, like, walking around Wayne Manor one day and find a book titled How I Do It by Bruce Wayne. And it's just him, it's like a picture book of drawings he drew of him crying over his dead parents and being surrounded by bats and punching bad guys.
What is this, a fucking Zack Snyder film?
Oh my god.
Like, can you not do
no,
that?
Because
these
this
are
is
legitimately interesting
well,
characters.
no,
that
it wouldn't be a Zack Snyder film because it would be a good film.
Yeah, but that would not be a good part of that film, which
No,
is why it'd be
well, I was really making a joke. Because it was a... Oh, you probably wouldn't get what I was referencing. I was referencing Mel Brooks' Young Frankenstein, which is a spoof of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, and at one point, it's Dr. Frankenstein's, like, great-great-grandson, I think, it's something silly like that. He inherits Frankenstein Manor, and he finds a secret lab with a book titled How I Did It, about how to recreate the monster. So it was really like a version of that, but like with Batman, a book full of Batman's coping mechanisms. Sorry, that was kind of a deep pull.
Yeah. You can deep pull my dick.
Oh yeah.
So the whole test for Damien was not if he can get to the Batcave in time, but would he stop to help everyone on the way?
Okay.
It ended up taking him 20 hours to get back because crime in Gotham never stops.
Sure.
When he got back, he was super defeated, and then he gets told by Alfred that it took Master Wayne 3 days to do it.
That's
3
pretty
days
good.
to get back to the Batcave from that point. Which is a show of how much safer Gotham is getting, but also how meticulous Batman is. And so you get moments like that where it's like Damien learning to be better.
Okay.
Because Batman's methods of teaching have changed. But Jason Todd, he couldn't get Jason to let go of that anger. So Jason, yeah, I'm saying it right.
Yeah, Jason Todd.
I just keep saying the word Jason so much it sounds.
You wanna go, Jason? Like from Heavy Rain.
No, I don't. I play good games.
Yeah, for real. For real.
Alright, I shouldn't have said that because now it gets Grace on a tirade.
No, I 100% agree with you.
I know, and you go on a tirade about,
About how bad David Cage is and how he
Yes.
can't write stories. Yeah.
yes.
I got a coworker that literally every time I say the slightest criticism about a David Cage game, she gets super defensive. And I'm like, it's okay for you to like bad games, and I don't mean that as a sideways insult. Like, there are some games out there that are bad that I like. Like the David Cage's games are poorly constructed, both mechanically and from a story standpoint. But it's okay that you enjoy them because that's what it's about. Like, I don't particularly like Pokemon. I don't think it's a bad, poorly constructed game, but I'm not a fan of it. But it's what you like, so that's what's important.
Alright, can we go back to...
We can
the
totally go back
Jason Todd?
to Jason Todd, dicking around across time and space.
Jesus.
You were just
I
getting
knew I
to the
shouldn't have
part.
said anything about that fucking...
You were just getting to the part where he finds the Omnitrix.
Fuck off. So, he goes off to this one place because he thinks the person who killed his parents is going to be there, but it was trapped by Joker.
Okay.
Because Joker's whole thing is he wants Batman to kill him. Because he wants to break Batman.
Sure.
That's the end goal, is to break the unbreakable. So,
What?
That's a whole different
If
thing.
I may
Like,
interject
I'm not
one more
gonna
time,
get into.
what drove Jason Todd to be Red Hood?
Jason Todd gets murdered by by Joker.
By Joker, okay.
Like, beaten to death with a crowbar. Like,
Oh yeah, I did see that scene once.
Because kids didn't like him because of how, like, a lot of readers didn't like it because of how it did a vote. Does Batman get to him in time or does he die? And it was literally a difference of like 600 votes
Wow,
in favor of him dying.
that's hard.
And so when they finally bring him back and they try to dust off his character, it's him working in the shadow.
How does he come back if he's dead? I know it's a
I don't
silly
remember
question,
how they brought him
but-
back. It's some stupid bullshit.
Was it like mystical?
I don't remember.
Because I know
In
DC
Batman's
dabbles
universe,
in
they have, like, the
mystical.
Lazarus pits that like revive.
Yeah, I know. I know
Wow,
DC
one
dabbles
time.
in mystical more easily than Marvel does.
I don't remember, Grayson. I don't really
Marvel
know how they
likes
brought
to
him back.
have technology be its magic, whereas
Yeah.
DC just dips straight into like actual magic sometimes.
I mean, there's what's his name?
Doom.
There's Doctor Strange.
Well, there's
and
Doctor
there's,
Strange with magic. There's Doctor Doom, who wears a set of magical
there's
armor
Dr.
after getting
Doom.
blasted by portal to hell.
There's Thor and everything about Thor's
no.
entire everything.
Thor got explained as technology, not magic, by that
I mean,
stupid
that's bullshit.
Lewis C. Clark.
How are they
quote.
gonna explain like his lightning powers as
That's
technology?
That's technology. Anyway, I said more easily, not at all.
Alright.
Spider-Man.
Oh
Spider-Man's
my god,
not
let's
magic.
continue.
Sure as shit, not science.
At science, he got bitten by a radioactive spider, and he built a really good suit that lets him spit webs.
There's a Fantastic Four.
Radiated by weird
Oh
Planet
my
X
god,
bullshit.
can I continue my fucking thing?
Oh, I'm
just finish
I'm sorry, I thought you were done.
Holy
Yes,
shit.
continue. I'll shut
I'm
up.
not trying not to get fucking mad. It's like, God.
Yeah, no, I'll shut up.
I don't care how they brought it back. The point is they brought it back, and he's using Joker's old moniker. So this pisses Batman the fuck off. Because that whole like Red Hood like persona should be dead as fuck. So when he finally finds who's Red Hood, it's Jason. And he's respectably bad. Because he's okay with that he died. Because, you know, he's come to terms with that having gotten older. He's like, that was definitely my fault. I shouldn't have gone off on my own. But he's still alive. How is Joker still alive? And it raises a difference of ideals.
Oh,
Jason
so like
will kill villains.
he's mad at Batman for not killing Joker to avenge his own death.
He's mad at Batman that he just lets Joker continue.
Yeah, that's the main problem. I was talking to my mom the other day about that. About like if I ever got superpowers and was forced to be a vigilante rather than do literally anything else, I'd kill my villains. Because if you put them away, they'll just come back and do more bad stuff. You have to kill the villains, or the cycle will never end.
So, oh my god. And then the New 52 did a really good spin on it, where they meet up and they're talking, and Batman is like, you're not, like, Jason Todd is asking Batman, is like, are you not going to bring me in? He's like, no. He's like, even though I'm an outlaw, he's like, the world could use more outlaws and whatever, because they come to a mutual understanding of each other's ideals. So he understands where Jason is coming from. He understands the way. It may not be his preferred method. But the thing is, it was just like he never disliked Jason. Like Jason had thought. Jason thought he was a failure as a Robin. That Batman just didn't like him as a Robin. It was just like, no, our ideas were just different. That's just somehow how it works. Then we get Tim Drake, who's really not. All right, if we're gonna rank Robins by like their abilities, the first Robin, Dick Grayson, is like the most talented. The second Robin, Jason Todd, was considered the angriest. Like that was like his weird thing. It was like if Dick Grayson had the talent and Tim Drake was smart, then Jason Todd was the one with the anger. And you could, and then over time it gets rewritten that it's less anger and more dry. Because the comparison was always a flawless Dick Grayson versus the kind of clunky Jason Todd. Because in a hand-to-hand combat, even though Todd is a bit bulkier, he still loses out to the first Robin. Like, bar none. Like, it's not like, it's not close. Like, Dick Grayson is just a way better fighter than most of the Robins. Like, the only one that comes close is Damien. But Damien's by like a test tube baby. So he's pretty much like perfectly bred to be Batman's replacement. So it's Dick Grayson the talented, the driven Jason Todd, the super intelligent Tim Drake, who then goes by Red Robin when Damien shows up. And then I guess it could either be the strongest Damien, who's the strongest or the most superior or whatever, or the assassin. It's always weird.
What did you say Tim Drake went as?
The most intelligent.
No. What was his moniker?
Red Robin.
Yum.
Wow. Wow. Yes, mind you.
Okay, which one of those is the Robin that's in Teen Titans?
Teen Titans is Dick Grayson.
The best one.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's Dick Grayson.
But we all thought Red X had to be Jason Todd.
Yeah.
Because they're similar.
Yeah, and Beast Boy does a throwaway line about it in Teen Titans Go, where Red X shows up as a cameo and he goes, "We still think you're Jason Todd."
Nice. But would that make sense? Would the other Robin have even exist yet?
Well, I mean, we don't really talk about.
Oh, yes.
We don't really see Batman too much in Teen Titans.
Exactly, because he moves to a whole different city.
Yeah.
The first Robin moves to a whole different city.
Mm-hmm.
So Teen Titans is like in between him becoming Nightwing.
What's the name of the town they're in that they have the Titans?
Jump City.
Is it really? I never knew that. Jump City.
And then
what a weird name.
And then Dick Grayson after that goes to his either Dick Grayson or Tim Drake who goes to because Tim Drake was born in Gotham. So it is Dick Grayson who goes to Bloodhaven.
Well, that's a cool name.
It's like this
name.
Yeah, he goes undercover to weed out the corruption in their police system. And then afterward he's like Nightwing officially. So it's Teen Titans, then Bloodhaven, and then Nightwing.
Yeah. Oh man, remember the episode of Teen Titans where they go to the future and they meet Nightwing?
Yeah.
That was the coolest.
And
so, is there any adaptation of Bloodhaven?
No, there's a few comics. It's really just espionage.
I mean, not comics is what I'm saying.
Yeah, like television adaptation.
Oh,
no.
Wait, is there only a few comics of it? Is it just will that happen? That's all there is to it?
I mean, it's just an espionage story, so it's very. It's him undercover for a few months. He works the beat, meets the people.
Is that the Tim Drake one?
Police officer, and then over time, because he's a fucking Robin, so it's not gonna take him 6 years to do this.
You said that was the Tim Drake one that did Bloodhaven?
No, Dick Grayson did that.
Oh, okay. So Dick Grayson's timeline
is very unremarkable.
Okay, so weird. Dick Grayson's timeline is Robin, Bloodhaven, Nightwing.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Oh wait, is Bloodhaven the location or his name?
Just the location. Because he's an
okay, so he's still going by Robin if he were to go by a name.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
okay,
him.
So Bloodhaven's just a side story.
Yes.
Okay.
And so
Sounds like a
Jason
D&D campaign.
pops up. He's Robin for a little while. Fails as a Robin. Batman feels like he fails him. And so he doesn't take on a Robin for a good decade. And that's when we get Tim Drake.
Guys, do you remember Mother May I?
Yes.
Yeah. That episode scared me. The Teen Titans
I don't
episode
remember
where
that.
they get baked into a pie.
No.
She keeps hypnotizing them, so
It's
she wants to
it's
eat
a
them.
freaky one. Yeah, she hypnotizes them to love her. I think it's Starfire breaks out of the spell.
We're actually doing really well this time.
Yeah, well, it's because we're focusing. And I'm not limbo. That's really what's helping, is me not being limbo.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm just hard carrying, but you know.
Are you hard carrying? Shit, you are hard carrying.
I mean, I don't know. I'm sure. I mean, I'm definitely killing all the little guys, not the big guys.
And then, so Tim Drake, how he became Robin was, he figured out Nightwing's and Batman's identities. Like, he's the only Robin to become a Robin where his parents were still alive. Because, you know, that got played out.
What an achievement.
Batman, like, always taking in orphans. It was that he figured out who Batman was, and then figured out where the Batcave was. Like, after he told them, I know who you are, and they were like, stop inquiring, you're gonna get yourself hurt. He shows up at the Batcave. And then they're just like, we can't.
That sounds very
ignore
unprofessional.
Like, so it's very much like, we can't ignore you, so we kind of gotta teach you.
Wait, which one is this? Is this the third one?
Tim Drake, third one. So Tim Drake's considered the.
I'm gonna keep asking this. Is what animation or anything, like what adaptation is this in, if anything?
Comics and Young Justice. Young Justice is Tim Drake.
Young
Okay.
Justice is Tim Drake. Okay.
Young Justice season 2 skips Jason Todd because it's like years later. So they go from Dick Grayson to Tim Drake immediately.
Wait, Young Justice starts with Dick Grayson?
Young Justice starts with Dick Grayson as like a 16-year-old. And then, after season 1, it has a time skip where he's Nightwing and he's like 20.
So, how does that fit into like the timeline? Is that like after Blood Gulch or is that before?
After
Bloodhaven.
like, yeah. It's like after Bloodhaven and all that shit. It's like...
So, okay, so he goes from the Teen Titans to Bloodhaven to Young Justice to Nightwing.
Well, technically, Young Justice would replace him being on the Teen Titan.
It'd be retcon.
Oh, it's in the timeline?
Yeah. It's a different timeline.
Different universe.
Okay.
So we're branching off into different universes now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in this one, they never really, like, explored Jason
It's
Todd.
funny that I can keep
It's-
multiple universes in my head easier than just a mucked up story.
Because multiple universes is just an excuse for a muck-up story.
Yeah, fair enough. It's cleaner.
Because what happened was, it's basically the adults going, well, something happens on Earth,
got
and,
you.
like,
Shit.
the adults are, like, mind-controlled,
Sure.
and so the kids are, like, figuring out together.
Jimmy Neutron.
And then
rules.
once it happens, the adults are like, alright, you guys did good, alright, bye. They're like, what the fuck? We just saved everyone. You can't ignore us anymore. And so they're like, and so the adults are sitting there trying to figure out, well, we can't just let a bunch of kids carry equal weight on this shit. Batman's like, we can if we train them.
Ah.
And so,
Weaponize the children is.
like, it's funny because they have like a they have a full like therapist and everything. Black Canary is technically, so like it's like
Stop.
responsible.
Repeat your last sentence you cut out.
Black Canary, Green Arrow's wife, is a psychologist. Well, a licensed therapist, I should say. So she like does like big counseling and things like that, talks to them, helps them get over themselves and their own personal biases and fears and things like that. You know what I mean?
Sure.
The fuck was that?
So it helps them be better. Because they realize, well, we can't just like do what Batman does, where it's just like train them and, you know, full draconian training and all that. But it's
Guys,
also,
one more round.
but we also can't like just let them run around with like no abilities, because everyone has like their own psychic, does their own when they're psychic. So they're like, well, why don't we just stick the sidekicks together as their own version of the Justice League? Like they already pretty much did it on their own.
And that was called.
And then so they called
That
it,
was
like,
called
the
Suicide
Justice.
Squad.
Oh my god.
Okay, well at least the timeline makes sense to me now.
Yeah. And so
I appreciate the info dump.
And so that's how the Robin timeline works. They never got to Damian.
So Damien would have been the fourth Robin?
Damian is 4th or 5th.
Who's...
Because there's a couple female Robins.
Ah.
There's second Batgirl, Cassandra Clay, who takes the mantle of Robin from Tim Drake.
Oh, he did it!
But then when Damian shows
I thought
up,
we
she
failed
goes to
for a
being
second.
Batgirl. I can build Oberon twice.
Same. Let's do it.
She goes to being what's it called? Batgirl again. But that's in like the comics. She doesn't get much play.
Alright, Rift Sigil!
Cause it's hard to keep track of fucking 7 Robin.
Yeah, it's a lot of Robins.